Hey Internet, it's Megan, and today I'm going to be doing a video that I'm calling Booktube Made Me Do It. And I'm going to include 8 books that I picked up specifically because I saw them on Booktube and they sounded amazing. And I just pulled 8 of them off my shelf, so I'm going to jump into them. And before I do that, if you guys like what you see, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more bookish videos. The first book that I'm going to be talking about is not the first one that I bought, but it was the first one I pulled off my shelf, and that is Hunted by Megan Spooner. And this one is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, which is kind of all the rage right now because of the movie that just came out. But look at this cover, it's like shiny, and I love shiny things. But I'm in a huge Beauty and the Beast kick. I bought it, but then I loaned it to my sister and I just got it back not too long ago, so I'm hoping to be diving into this one soon. But it's supposedly a much more gruesome and deadly version of Beauty and the Beast, so I really like things dark and twisty, so let's just hope that this one lives up to expectations, which I really think it will. The second book that I pulled off my shelf is The Star-Touched Queen by Roshani Chokshi, and I don't know much about this one other than the fact that it's about a girl who has had a prophecy given to her at birth that her marriage will end in death and destruction. And she's more bent on pursuing the scholarly road than marriage, just because she's aware that it's going to kill people if she gets married. And then her father arranges a marriage for her, so she ends up becoming queen. And that's all I know about it, but it sounded so good that I had to pick it up. The next book that I pulled off my shelf is Rebel of the Sands by Alwyn Hamilton. And again, I don't know much about this one besides it's kind of like a Western meets Indian mythology. So I've been told it's really good and I had to pick it up because I love Indian mythology. So yeah, I mean, the cover's gorgeous. I mean, you can't deny that. I mean, look at that. Shiny, shiny. But I feel like a horrible person. I choose a book by its cover sometimes. That is not the case with this one. I picked it up on a recommendation from, I think it was, I can't remember who exactly recommended this one. It was either Emma Books, Peruse Project, or Haley in Bookland. So that's kind of where I remember picking it up from. But yeah, I got it off of Book Outlet for a steal. I recommend that website. The next book that I picked up off my shelf was The Valiant by Leslie Livingston, and this one is about a female gladiator. This one was a Peruse-topia book pick of the month a few months ago, and because I obsessively watch that live show every month, I wanted to pick it up before seeing the live show. Still haven't seen the live show, but I really am excited about this. Again, I loaned it to my sister right after I bought it, so I haven't read it yet. So really excited to have it back, and I'm gonna get started soon. The next book that I picked up was Flame in the Mist by Renee Ahdieh, and I picked this one up because of Haley in Bookland, and it's a retelling of Mulan. I'm obsessed with that Disney movie, and I know that she was a real person, and I just really want to read this take on it because I think it's going to be wonderful. And I mean, cover art is gorgeous. Again, not why I picked it up, but still, I appreciate pretty cover art. So the next book is one that I have already read, and I devoured it. I got an audiobook, and then I actually picked up a physical copy as well because I loved it so much, and that is Illuminate by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Took me a second to remember his name. But, I mean, this book is written in such a unique way. It was so much fun. I really did enjoy it, and I recommend it to anybody who has a soft spot in their heart for sci-fi. I surely do. And then I had to pick up the second one as well, which is behind me on my desk. I got it for my birthday from my sister. The same one who I keep loaning books to. But this is one that I definitely loved, and I can't wait for the third one, Obsidio, in next year. It's going to be amazing. The next 2 books that I'm going to be talking about are audiobooks that I listened to, and they are just both amazing. I wish I had physical copies of them. I may pick them up later, but for now, I really am just happy that I have them in audiobook form. The first audiobook that I'm going to talk about is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, and this one was a fun audiobook. I loved the narrator, she was great, but it's about a girl who has spent a lot of her life writing fan fiction for her favorite book series, which is kind of a take on Harry Potter in this world, and she is one of the most well-known fan fiction writers. She has a huge following, and she is now in her first year of college, and her twin sister has all but abandoned her so that they can live separate lives for a little while, and it really shakes her up and this book was just fun, quick, fast-paced. I loved listening to it. It was great. The 8th and final book in this video is Royce Rolls by Margaret Stoll, and this one was just phenomenal. I mean, it's really outrageous. I don't like reality TV very much unless it is RuPaul's Drag Race, because Bianca is my queen. Just saying. I loved it. The story is about a girl who has lived most of her life since childhood on a reality TV show, and she is fed up with it. She wants a normal life. Well, her TV show is about to be canceled and her family falls apart at the prospect. So in order to keep her family together, she does the one thing she doesn't want to do. She tries to save the show. This book was fun, and it's one of those ones where you just pick it up and you can read it in a day. It's great. It's one of those ones that I will be picking up a physical copy, hopefully before Comic-Con, so I can get Margaret Stoll to autograph it, because it was so much fun. And I can't wait to meet her in September, so there is that. That is it for today's video. If you guys liked what you see, please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!